Beekeepers, I can guarantee you no dead outs if you do this two-step method that only takes 5 seconds. I downsize my hives throughout winter, end of fall, so I can determine how heavy it is. And then I have these shims in here. I can determine the size of the colony. So basically in 5 seconds, I'm gonna know two things. And by knowing these two things, I'm not gonna have any dead outs. If I find a colony that's chilled, or if I find a hive that's light, I can put a screen on it, strap it, and bring it in. Okay? So 5 seconds. Bees are alive, they're moving. They're getting low on honey, but they're good for a couple weeks maybe. I'm going to check it in a few more days as far as heavy. I may not check how heavy it is every day, but I go through every morning when it's cold. See? Early morning, the sun's coming up. And I go through these. And maybe I lose a couple bees, but that's better than losing the whole colony. And yesterday I noticed some of these were light, and I have some medium supers with honey, so the quickest way for me to put honey on them right away was to just put a medium. The top one is where the bees were. I determined the size of the cluster by lifting it up, or I could take an LED flashlight, open up the hole there. But what I did was I quickly put the medium on top of the honey. I had the honey medium here, and I lifted up the other medium, put it on there, and I got all the bees, because they were clustered, into on top of the other medium without disturbing the cluster. So I think I did 5 of them or 6 of them. And you see I numbered my hives. And why do I number my hives? Well, there's a few reasons for that. There's my other group of bees. But let's go over here and I will show you why do I number my hive deeps. I don't number the mediums, I number the deeps. I do a lot of research all year long here in Michigan. And if I have a colony that's having issues and I've already downsized the hive, I will know, are the frames getting old? Is that the reason why they died out? Because of the toxic chemicals? It's in the wax, it's in the pollen, it's in the honey. But basically, I can trace back everything about that colony and that hive by looking for the number. All right, and I've got a few more colonies here. So let me show you what I do when I realize a colony is small. Okay, with my 10 years of experience keeping bees, I know which colonies can't handle the cold temperatures, and sometimes I'm a little bit wrong, and I will actually leave a colony out overnight, and I check it early in the morning, and if I find them chilled, I will bring them in, put a hair dryer on them, a low setting, and save them. If you do that the same day, you can save that colony. But if you don't check your bees every day, you're going to have dead outs, okay? So these are the colonies that were small enough that I thought they wouldn't handle the cold temperatures. And I'm not heating this room. These colonies, they put off heat. You don't want to heat the room. I have a heater in here, but it's just at the backup, okay? So let me show you something else. This is my winter inspecting room. I will set hives on here next to the window in the door. I will do hive inspections. You see the bee poop. I have some colonies, hives in the windows here. And then these right here are the really, really small ones. This room is heated to around 50 degrees, somewhere in the 50s. So I make sure, like I keep telling everybody in my videos that I'm trying not to swear anymore. The colony is getting smaller through winter because the bees don't live very long. Normally bees can live 5 to 6 months, but because of the toxic chemicals, you can subtract a month or 2 off the life of your bees. So towards the end of February, early March, your colonies are getting small and they're dying. If you leave them outside, they're not gonna make it. You're gonna find a dead out. They're gonna, you open up a hive in spring when it's warm enough, and you find your bees dead. But if you do my 2-step method, and it only takes 5 seconds per colony or hive, I keep saying colony because that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the bees in there. I have almost 200 hives, but I don't have 200 colonies, okay? You guys, you're confusing me, all right? So thank you.